Last month, MSI released their new AM5 refresh motherboards, and a few of them caught my attention, including the B850M HTI Max Wi-Fi from the MPG series. But what makes it so special compared to the rest of the B850 motherboards? I'll talk about that in a minute. First, let's unbox it and see what's inside. So, the first thing you'll see is the motherboard packed inside an anti-static bag. All the components here are white, which is a big plus for pure white builds. Next to the motherboard is the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth EC antenna. You can install it by simply plugging it into the headers instead of screwing it in. It also comes with a magnetic stand so it can be securely attached to your PC case. There's another layer under the mobile that includes a bunch of cables. Here's a 3-pin ARGB to 3-pin GST SM adapter, a SATA cable, a 1 to 3 EZCON cable, and a front panel extension cable. It also comes with M.2 installation tools, including the easy M.2 clip remover, a screw for the M.2 SSD at the back of the mobile, and finally, 2 easy M.2 clips. The rest is just a manual and some stickers. That's everything included in the box. Now let's look into the details. The MPG B850M HTI Max Wi-Fi supports AM5 platform CPUs, which means it will support Zen 6 CPUs with a simple BIOS update. All you have to do is plug a USB drive with the BIOS file into this port, press the Flash BIOS button, and wait till the BIOS LED light stops flashing. You don't even need a CPU installed for this. Only the motherboard 24-pin cable needs to be connected. They've also increased the BIOS ROM capacity to 64 MB for future updates. The VRM power delivery on this mobile is also very powerful. Its 14+2+1 DRBS VRM design and dual 8-pin power connectors have no problem powering a top-tier Ryzen 9 CPU, like the 9950X3D. In Cinebench R23, the 9950X3D scores almost 2300 in single core, and over 45,000 in multi-core, meaning this motherboard can unleash the full potential of any existing AM5 CPUs as of 2026. There are giant heatsinks for these VRMs, so they won't overheat when the CPU is chugging tons of power. Usually the VRM stays under 50 degrees Celsius when gaming, and around 60 degrees Celsius when stress testing. That's pretty good considering I'm running a 9950X3D on it. Moving on to memory, this motherboard supports DDR5 RAM speeds up to 8400 megatransfers per second, with a maximum capacity of 256 GB, although you probably won't even get more than 32 gigs in this economy. I've been running my DDR5 RAM at 8000 megatransfers per second with a CAS latency of 38 with no issues, passing 3 rounds of the MT5 stability test. However, I couldn't stabilize my RAM at 8400 megatransfers per second with the memory triads feature, so you might need to manually overclock it and try with different voltage values. As for storage, this motherboard supports not 2, not 3, but 4 M.2 NVMe SSDs running at full speed. 2 supports up to PCIe Gen 5x4, while the other 2 supports PCIe Gen 4x4. However, there are only 2 SATA connections available, but I don't think that will be a huge problem today as most PC users are mostly using M.2 SSDs. Just beware that this motherboard has taken away the bottom PCIe slots in order to fit the third M.2 SSD. So if you're planning to use expansion cards, this mobile might not be for you. Alright, let's check out the rear I/O connectivity. Here are the BIOS flash and clear CMOS buttons, very convenient tools for overclockers. Then we have an HDMI 2.1 port, supporting up to 8K 60Hz output. Next, there are 7 10GB per second USB ports, 3 of them being Type-C. There are also 4 more 5GB per second USB Type-A ports for your peripherals. Right next to the USB port is a 5GB LAN port, running on Realtek's 8126 network interface controller. Under that are the antenna headers, running on MediaTek's MT7927 wireless LAN card. which supports full-channel Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. At the very bottom, we have a pair of analog audio ports, along with an SPDIF optical output, featuring Realtek's ALC4080 codec. Aside from the rear I/O, this motherboard also supports 4 USB 2.0, 2 5GB/s USB-A, and 1 20GB/s USB-C for the front panel. I mean, that's a lot of ports for an mATX motherboard. You can connect so many devices at the same time. Aside from the excellent connectivity, there are a few more special features here. First, you don't need a screwdriver to install your M.2 SSDs, except for the one at the back. Other than that, the PCIe slot doesn't have a retention clip. Instead, you can install your GPU by pressing this little button to lock and unlock the slots. You probably won't use it very frequently, but whenever you need it, it makes everything so much easier. Last but not least, every MSI Max motherboard comes with the OC engine, which is an external clock generator for the CPU. You can set the CPU-based clock to run in asynchronous mode in the BIOS, allowing for extreme CPU overclocking. Even if your overclocking profile fails, there are debug LED lights and a digital code LED that tell you what went wrong. That's basically all the unique features the B850M HTI Max Wi-Fi offers. There are some exclusive pins only available on MSI motherboards, but they are pretty much standard in 2026, so I won't go through them in detail. Honestly, if you're chasing for all-white aesthetic, this MSI motherboard is basically the endgame right now. It absolutely smokes the ROG Strix B850G in RAM overclocking and networking speeds. Plus, that external clock generator, that is literally free performance on the table. Who would say no to that? The only downside is that MSI waited until DDR5 prices went to the moon to drop this masterpiece. But hey, if you can afford the RAM, this board is a beast.